This is another Turbine Guy Network special investigative report. Folks, Turbine Guy coming back at you out on Wildhurst Trail at Matthew Johnson's house. Now, Matt Johnson is Orono Councilman. And if you remember, he owns a bunch of this property back here. And the city of Orono literally vacated a bunch of streets back here just to give Matthew the property so that he could build and make a lot of money. Now, from what Turbine Guy understands, last election, when Matt was running, he wasn't going to run. But my guess is, little sweetheart deal, Walsh paid all his campaign expenses, and boom, you're going to get a bunch of free Orono property. Convinced him to join in and run again. Now, as you can see, he's got a Walsh sign here. Of course he does. They're hand in hand. There's a bunch of construction going on here. But here's a crazy thing, at least one of them. Look at all this garbage you guys got out here. Bunch of tires, some furniture, and other stuff. I guess he just can't be bothered to get rid of it. Or as we should say, properly dispose of it. Because from what I understand, there was a fuel tank in this house when they were working on it, and it had fuel in it, fuel oil that was actually leaking out, and Matt Johnson's like, hey, just go throw it in the dumpster. The dumpster that leaks out and leaches right into all this beautiful property here. So Matt Johnson's answer to fuel oil in his basement wasn't to properly dispose of it. It was to dump it into nature out here. But that's not the real reason I'm here. The real reason I'm here is you can see all this beautiful construction that went on up here. Mr. Johnson does not want to pay for it. He owes $26,000 plus to a very reliable, long-standing, respectful, reputable company out here, and he refuses to pay. He authorized certain work, say, for the garage of concrete and other stuff, and then said, oh, that's not what I wanted, and now he's refusing to pay. Now, these people, even though it was over $26,000, offered to settle it for $20,000. And he won't answer their phone calls. He won't respond. Nobody will help him. Except that Matt Johnson said, hey, can you just get that lien off of my property? Wait a minute. Lien, you say? That's right. Your Orono Councilman, the respected and reputable Matt Johnson, well, at least more like the condescending and arrogant Matt Johnson, has a lien on this property. This property, the lien was put on before Orono gave him the stuff. Who knows if that messes with it a little bit. But yes, there is a lien for $26,000 plus on this property because your Orono Councilman Matt Johnson refuses to pay. Don't believe me? Well, here it is. Looking online, Matthew and Suzanne Johnson at one PID for $26,000 plus, and Matthew and Suzanne Johnson at another PID for $26,000 plus. This arrogant creep who's up there telling us how we have to live our lives doesn't think he has to pay his bills. Not only that, from what I understand, proper permits might not have been pulled and potentially inspections not called for up here. Who knows what's going on? Because it's obvious that Orono Councilman Matt Johnson's philosophy sure seems to be, what's good for thee is not for me. Here we are out on Wildhurst, Matt Johnson's property. Can't be bothered to pay his bills or even answer the phone. Sad what people like this will put local companies through. Turbine Guy, signing off.